You thought the K-pop world would be devoid of Taehyung BTS news because he's in the military? Wrong. In fact, in the midst of his military service, Taehyung aka the BTS name shines even brighter, even without him being on screen. Korean and international media have been talking about him. Fans, don't ask, are getting pissy. And it's not just because of his visuals or popularity, but because of the little miracles that keep popping up, as if Taehyung has a magnet that can't stop working even when he's in his army uniform. And in this video, we take a look at why Taehyung still manages to make a splash in the entertainment world despite his military service. What are the surprising things that keep the media's eyes on him? And theoretically, how can an idol maintain and even expand their popularity despite not being active in public? Let's discuss everything, and get ready to be amazed by this man named Kim Taehyung. So here it is. Since December 2023, Taehyung has been officially serving in the military. And uniquely, out of all the BTS members, Taehyung took a slightly different path. He enlisted as part of the South Korean military's elite special forces unit. Not the usual path, not the safe route, but a path full of physical and mental challenges. This not only amazed ARMY, but also made many neutral circles, including the media, raise their hats. Taehyung is not only handsome and talented, but also has guts and a high commitment to his country. What's interesting here is not only the fact that he joined the elite army, but what happened afterward. Imagine an idol who is in the military, technically off from the entertainment world, suddenly appears in the news because of his perfume? Yep, the famous perfume brand Seline, for which Taehyung is the global ambassador, set the highest sales record just because one photo of Taehyung wearing their perfume was released towards the end of 2023. Even though at that time he was no longer actively promoting anything. In early 2024, reports surfaced that Taehyung's solo songs like Love Me Again and Rainy Days were rising dramatically on international music charts. Even the music videos were rewatched millions of times, as if fans felt lost and took solace in Taehyung's works. This is unique, because according to the theory of the dynamics of popularity in the entertainment industry, especially in K-pop, a long hiatus is prone to making the public forget. But Taehyung? Quite the opposite. His name is getting bigger. Theoretically, this can be explained through the concept of parasocial relationship, aka one-way relationship between fans and idols. Taehyung, before his enlistment, had already managed to form a deep emotional connection with his fans. Not just because he was handsome or famous, but because he was relatable. He likes to post random things on Instagram. He has a classy taste in music. He likes jazz, he likes dogs, he likes to play guitar. He's not a typical idol who keeps a stiff image. She's authentic, and that makes it easy for people to bond. And because this emotional connection is already strong, the draft has made many fans even more emotional. Taehyung becomes a kind of memory that can't be left behind. It's like a person you miss because you have too many sweet memories. That's why, even during his inactivity, interest in him didn't go down. In fact, it went up. In addition, there is something interesting about the management team's strategy. HYB apparently continues to roll out Taehyung's content even though he is in the military. Starting from behind-the-scenes videos, footage when he filmed commercials before the draft, to YouTube content made to air months after he left. This is a form of content management based on delayed content release strategy, which is often used in the Japanese and Korean industries. The goal? So that the public still feels Taehyung is still there. Then what makes the public even more astonished is Taehyung's personal achievements that continue to be discussed by the media, even outside the scope of music. For example, the news about him being ranked highest in a survey of the most influential Korean men in 2024, which was conducted a few months after he entered the military. Think about it, people who don't appear on TV, don't promo songs, don't come to variety shows, but their names are still top of mind in society. Not to mention, his military photos that appear occasionally also make the media immediately excited. When he appeared in military uniform and a cool expression without much smile, netizens immediately went crazy. Taehyung is like the protagonist of a military drama. His aura is so different. One Korean pop culture analyst even said, BTS's V has created a new trend in military service, the cool soldier image. If we draw on marketing theory, this falls under brand extension. Taehyung managed to expand his image from musician idol to lifestyle icon and symbol of modern patriotism. And this rarely happens. Usually, an idol's image is immediately extinguished when they are drafted. But Taehyung? He went from a singer to a cultural icon. And most interestingly, many overseas media outlets like Rolling Stone, Vogue, and Elle are still actively writing about Taehyung. Even their articles are not always about BTS, but specifically about V as an individual. This means that Taehyung's personal brand has started to stand on its own outside of the group's shadow. And that's a great accomplishment for an idol who's in the military. So, while the world thought Taehyung would temporarily disappear due to the draft, the opposite is true. He didn't just exist, he leveled up. From an idol to an icon. From musician to inspiration. And from K-pop star to global cultural figure. The magic that Taehyung brings is not about magic, but about consistency, strong emotional connections, and smart branding strategies. That's why the media, both local and international, continue to highlight him. Because even though his body is on state duty, his aura is lit up everywhere. So don't be surprised if amidst the silence of the BTS voice on stage, the echo of his name resonates in the hearts of many. Kim Taehyung may be silent, but the world is still busy saying his name.